we are gonna drive home. How do I change the orientation on this motherfucker? Alright, that's fine. Alright, so we driving home, leaving work, and somebody suggested that I make a video of what I see and how I'm gonna react. I guess what I'm thinking when I'm driving. So I got it easy. Turn off my fan. What did we do? 8.5, 9 hours today, so we're ready to go home. I was supposed to go to Tractor Supply, get my sunglasses, get some dog food, but honestly they have enough to make it, so I'm not that worried not to have food for tomorrow. Plus tomorrow's Sunday and or Saturday, so my wife's off too. So. This guy could have waited. Got nobody behind me. He's going 10 miles an hour to less than the speed. Now he's finally starts getting going. Let's see. OP, he is not from here, so he is a tourist, of course. Tourist is on like Edward Norton. Our single-serving friend. It is 25 degrees outside, sunny blue sky. We're just about ready to pass the monastery on the right-hand side, going down the hill. The hell was that? It was something in the back. Huh. Driving this Jeep, you hear all kinds of weird shit going on. Cheaper. This light, just gonna say if there's somebody waiting at the light, it's gonna turn yellow because I'm about ready to go through it, and it did. So, and there's actually nobody waiting, so that's odd. Usually it doesn't turn off, and I bet you somebody was waiting for it and figured out, well, I'm gonna go right instead of taking a left. So that is certainly that prerogative, but yeah, there's nobody in that road whatsoever. Look off to the right, you can't see it. It is Crooked Lake over there. Let's see, Crooked Lake. Dane Deerdorf, NFL movie star, lives. We're gonna go by his, we'll see his house. Yeah, that's Crooked Lake. That's a nice little spot. Excellent Conway Commons is up on the left-hand side. We lived there for the first. My wife and I got married, lived there. Afraid in the lock zone. Oh, drugs. Conway Commons trailer park sitting over there. We lived there for, Jesus, 15, 20 years. That's why we moved to an HOA. I got no problem with an HOA. Everybody is supposedly the same. All your houses are the same, nothing special, everybody follows the rules. Beautiful world. And up on the left-hand side is the old Odin State Fish Hatchery. We lived at, well, they changed it to Michigan Fisheries. We lived there at Conway Commons. We'd walk that 2 times, 3 times a day. This is an easy walk. We had what was Bosco? Bosco was our dog we had there. He was a easygoing dog. Loved walking there. They had probably a mile and a half of trails sitting inside. And if you know where the inside trails were, you could walk in the woods. Really nice. We are on the west side of Crooked Lake. All these homes over here are built on the water. And with erosion, of course, these homes are going to be, they've already started to fix them. One of the houses on the right-hand side had to be lifted up. We'll see that right here on this little curve. It is the one with the green, with the sign that says right there, the green. That was lifted up last year, probably about 2 feet, because they had water, surprisingly, coming to the basement. Well, you live on the water, of course you're going to get water. There's the Pie House. They have changed their name to the Sweet and Savory Pie Company. Everybody's going to know it as the Pie House, or, of course, the House of Pies. Actually, funny story, it used to be a restaurant called Tignanelli's before it was a House of Pies. I took my wife there on our first date. Went to Tignanelli's, and they had they had spaghetti. Fucking fabulous food. They served their spaghetti with a bread bowl. That was pretty good. We went there, we'd go there at least once a week. Easy. Now we have my dad has friends that live on the right-hand side up here, Lori, somebody, and Stuart. She's an apiist, a beekeeper. Not a rapist, apiist. She gave us some good, insightful information about our bees that we have living foundation. They are the Western honeybee. They don't bother us at all. They have made a home in our foundation and our cinder blocks. Knowing the good job that the bees do, we do not want them to be killed. We would like them to be moved if possible. And if they can't move them, then well, keep them there. It's not a problem in the world. Like I said, they don't bother us. They come and go as they please. They're not up late at night partying. They're up early in the morning like we are. You know, honestly, they've done such good for the vegetation around us. Our plants, our flowers have never been bountiful before because we live on sandy soil. But all these bees, good Lord, they've done excellent work. I had videos of that somewhere around. And, look under my playlist of nature and you'll see the bees. Nature. Me and Rod. But yeah, I love those bees. Like I said, I don't want them to die. I don't just want them to move if possible. If they can't be moved, okie doke. They're fine right where they're at. They're about to enter the fine metropolis of Lansing. It is not Allenson. It is not Alanson. It is Lansing. And gas went up 16 cents from this morning. It was $3.13. It's now $3.29. So, woohoo, cool. And we're at a quarter of a tank. So our belts are going to be going off probably before we get home. Which would mean I have one more trip in me to get to work. Which would be fine. I don't want to. And here's those lights. So we're not going to fill up today. I'll fill up tomorrow. No hurry. Actually, I want to get home to see what the dogs have been doing. They've been alone. I think Kirsty went to work at 7 this morning, so they've been on their own for a little. They're stretching it. They're good 6-7 hours, but I'd rather not have that problem because they have no problem taking a shit in the house. But we try and keep that down to a minimum, obviously. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Lansing. It is done. Car wash, laundromat, got the church on the right-hand side. Used to be a barbershop down there. It is now the Lansing Youth Center. It's funny. Oh, what else is going on? On the left-hand side, you got a natural spring that's usually packed with people with natural water. Better than city water, that's for damn sure. Staffords, used to be Staffords. They have this Crooked River Inn right over there, but they have sold Staffords. It is now, oh hell, I don't know. They live downstate. Can't remember what the names are. This is all new highway this year. Well, last year. This will be the first summer of it. They took all summer last year making this highway. Did about 5, 10, 50 miles, something. Yeah, it's a new highway. Yeah, I got something loose in the back. I don't know what that is, but every time the wind gets a special way, I start hearing something in the back. So that'd be fun. Mine is a Jeep, so you never know what it could be. You know what it sounds like, but it can't be. So, up front, I have, I took my fenders off up front. Now I have the fender flares going inside to protect all the mechanics in there from all the snow and all bullshit. I set them with self-tapping screws. I think one fell out. What I'm hearing is that banging around up there. But it's time. Once it gets 50s, 60s, and the garage warms up a little bit, it's time to take a weekend off and put this thing up on blocks and tear it down and clean everything and put it back together again. I think, what am I doing? 115. So I got 115,000 miles on this, and it's about time that the whole front end gets rebuilt. So it's gonna be. Oh, there's something in the back. It's not my fender flare. I can hear it. I don't know what it is. Fucking Christ. It's a nice rock. Huh. Yeah, we might end up taking a little 10mm wrench to most things today. Tighten everything back down. I'm not sure what's. Could be new. Who knows? Crooked River Road. Little secret way to get to Crooked Lake if you go on the back way. Go here. It says dead end on the road, but it's not really a dead end. That's just to keep people from driving down there and going down there. This guy doesn't know where he's turning, but he'll figure it out soon. See, that's the thing, you put your blinker on 2 miles before you're gonna make your turn. So you give everybody to notice that you're gonna turn. My problem with that is you're passing up 3 or 4 different fucking driveways that are on there that everybody thinks, oh hey, there goes your light, you're gonna make the right-hand turn here. Oh, here, no, here. So you end up following these jackholes. Right, this stretch of the road, I've hit 3 out of 4 deers on this stretch. This guy on the left-hand side's got 200 acres. He's got corn growing in there. So all the deer are on there. All the water's over there on the right-hand side where the Maple River is. So, you get done eating your corn, what you gonna do? You're gonna go get some water. You're thirsty. So I've hit 3 out of 4 deer there. The 4th deer was hit down on Lansing. We're going to come up to the passing lane. We're doing 60 miles an hour, so we're going to set our cruise, not go any faster. There's nobody in front of us. There's a pick-em-up truck behind us, about 100 feet back. He doesn't seem to be in any hurry. And we are in no hurry. 60 miles, just over 60, 61, 62. windy. I can hear that. So that's probably why I'm having a little bit of a problem driving. Not just because it's a Jeep. It's windier than shit out here. So that means the wind's coming south. No, coming from the north. Which means I'm headed straight into it, which means that gas mountain is going to suck. That's our. So, we're south of Pelston. Up here on the right-hand side on Woodland Road is the famous Dam Site Inn. See the sign? Right there, yay! That was it. Dam Site Inn. They're nice people. They have a couple hundred acres over on the right-hand side. They're actually our neighbors to the south. They own property that we would love to go walk across to get to the Maple River, but you know, you can't. If it were my property with the Maple River and somebody asked me to walk there, I'd say no. The liability with that river is just too much. Plus, with the dogs. God forbid somebody see us walking out there and somebody's going to think that's access. I don't want to do that to our neighbors. So we're just going to keep looking at their property and going, man, that'd be nice to be in the Maple River. On the right-hand side is our usual turnoff, but this guy behind me is kind of creeping up, so I want to make sure that... So we got a couple ways we can go home. We can go all the way into Pelston that we are now. Take the first right, and then take the first left, and we're home. We are now entering the metropolis of Pelston, Kentucky. There's our gas station sitting there called the Pelston General. They are still at $3.16 a gallon, so that may not, I'm not going to fill up now anyways. But we are on Riggsville now. Past Cook's on the left-hand side. Cook's Hardware in Pelston has everything you've ever wanted. If you need a belt for your, whatever you need a belt for, they have it. Guaranteed. They have belts for everything hanging around the ceiling. It's absolutely insane how many belts they have. We're going to take it right on Poplar. And it is 1:30, so the kids aren't home from school yet. We're not real worried about kids on the road walking. You got football fields over on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, excuse me. That's where obviously they play football and track and all that fun stuff. The baseball diamond's over across the highway. I'm telling you, for being a small area, these people are really school-centric. We have no problem paying extra taxes for school. And since we live in an HOA, our taxes do get jacked up a little bit. More than regular people that live in Pelston. That's fine. Don't mind. Make kids a little bit more smart, I hope. Smarter. Yeah, listen to me try and spit out some English. And we're in our HOA. Let's go see how they're doing on these houses. We're building new rental houses. I'm not keen on having renters, but not my deal. Yeah, these are big home. It's nice. See how much they got the road blocked. Not at all. Nice. Yeah. Boy, they got the roofs up. Nice. That's gonna look sweet. But that's gonna be a big house too. Damn. That's cool. We're gonna be renters. We don't know who, how much, or what. They could be kids. Who knows? But hopefully the guy's smart enough to charge an arm and a leg to live in here, so we keep the riffraff out of our spot. We own. Yay. that's our property. This is all our property. All our property. All our property. All our property. Right hand side is not ours. That's Dave and Barney's. But this is ours as far as you can see. And we are home.